Shalom and welcome to a new training on Tableau Public Desktop. This one is going to be the part 6. Let's go back to our Excel dataset called AirQuality Health Impact. We have already practiced a lot of sheets together from this first workbook. Of course, you are invited to watch all or some of my previous tutorials. Now we are reaching the end of this first workbook. Let's move on today with the following sheets, the number 36, 37, and 38, called Visualizing Trend Aki Over Time. This is going to be the first one. And then we are going to do a simple one called Data Source Last Update. Sorry, I have some kind of mask on my front teeth because, I'm still fighting for the prosthesis. Okay, let's move on. The last sheet is going to be called Map. It's going to be the third map we perform together. This one is going to be called Country Health Impact with parameter. So that next week we can use it for the making of our first dashboard together. All right, let's start. Okay, first of all, let's create the three empty sheets. 1, 2, and 3. As I said, the 36 to 38. And we go to the sorting area so that we can place them right. Where they are right here. So we are going to do the sheet called Visualizing Trend Aki. So we get one there. Okay, now we can go back. First of all, let's comment a little bit here. This is what we're going to do. This one is a simple one. We're just going to take the date by month and the sum of Aki, and here we get the year in color just to see the trend over time. And here I did add an annotation, as you can see here. It's a point annotation, just telling you what's going on. So as you can see here, in 2021, it's the highest sum Aki, okay? And then it's going to go down, over time until 2025. And if you want to see right, of course, you can always move the annotation so you can see right. And here I have added, as you can see, a caption, and I could format everything, and I added also the summary. This is always very interesting too. These are always a lot of information you can add. Okay, so now we can start this one again together so that you understand how I did it. The date here first, gonna get that in the color, and we keep it in a year, and then we're gonna get the date again in the column shelf, and we're gonna keep that in year, and this is where we want the Aki. So we get our Aki and we get it here, and it's already looking good. So now it's only year, so we can change here. So this is where I want to choose months actually. Okay, so we have the years until 2025, you see, because if I choose the months here, it's going to give me all the months, you see, not the years. So I want the months and years. That's why I get it like this. Okay, my system is in German here. I don't know why. It's in both German and English, but for the dimensions, etc., it's always giving it to me in German. I don't know why. But the thing is, I wanted to show you that you can also choose to select the language. Now I have it in English, but you can choose the language right here by the tab help. That's also good to know. Okay, and then what I did here is that I added the labels. So you don't have to add the labels, but you can. And as you can see here, we have the labels all in black, but you can go and match the label with the lines. So first of all, I'm going to do this, and it's here. We want match mark color. So this is what I did. This is very interesting. This is this is a good to know. This is how I got my line chart. Here I just left automatic. You have nothing else to do. And then after that, you can just add the formatting. So here, as you can see, I have another title, but for the one we are redoing together, I keep this title. And as you can see, the title and the view, they have the same, you don't see the difference. That's why we go to the trouble of doing some format. So it's better to always have a border. Always better to have a border. So this is what I did. I'm not going to do no shading, but you can see here, for those who are beginning, I don't know, you can add the shading. And here, this is for the caption. So we can add also a caption here. This is also always good. And here you can, any other one, like this one. And I'm going to add also a border. Let's get it red. How about that? Just to make it a little bit different from the other one. And what I did add here is the summary. So we can add also a summary here. And then, of course, again, you can change the colors. If you don't like these colors, let's go edit and take something else. So this is how we do it. This is how I did the other one. Okay, and as you can see here, all you have to do is to hover over a certain point, and you have the information again. And if you just select one, let's say you want to see just this line, you can highlight it, and the color matches with 2019. Okay, and we have a little bit of forecast here. We have 2025 also included. We are going to perform more forecasting with the next by the next workbook. Okay, that's it for this one. And here I added an annotation. For those who don't know, all you have to do is to select one point, and then you can annotate the point or the area or the mark. Here you can just choose to select the point you want to emphasize on. This is how I did the how do you call it again, annotation. And same thing, the annotation, you can format. You add some lines, you can add a line, so, and you can do some borders like this. How about that? And then you close and you're good. This is how I did it. Okay, it's an easy visualization, just to see how it works over time. The Aki trend, I didn't put the country. This is the general information of our Aki. And here, as you can see on the summary, you have the sum, the average, the minimum, max, median, and of course you can add more info. You can add, for instance, the first quartile, something like that. Okay, we can jump to the next one, which is called the data source update. This one is going to be really easy. That's really just a good to know. Let me go ahead and save our work first, because this is important. Sometimes it can jump and then you can lose your whole work. So if you don't want that to happen, think about saving all the time. Like Jesus saves all the time. Okay, so what are we doing here? Here you can open any sheet, just like a blank sheet, and then you insert a title. You want a title on your sheet, and what you want to do is that you have a data source here. Like, let me go to my data source. Contains 2 sheets, and yes, you can always, refresh. Here you have options. You can edit the connection, etc. And of course, you can make some changes. You open your Excel dataset to make the modification there, but you can also modify some stuff here. But I have not performed any modification since here is the info. But just in case you modify the data source, you can always have the date, the exact date. So you can you can put your title and insert some stuff in it. We are going to do that together. But in order to do that, you need something. You know, you need something from your left pane here, you know, any type of measure, something to put in your marks area, or else it's not going to work. So what I did, I just took the date and I did choose the attribute. This is all I did. And then you can choose the, you know, tool, tip or detail, but I just left it text so that we have really minimum on the view. Okay, let's go and redo that. This is good to know, because you can also always add that type of information on your dashboard. Okay, let's go and do that. I hope you understand what I mean. This is the sheet, the empty sheet. So here we're going to just add a title, edit title. For instance, because I want to keep this one as sheet 37. You know, we cannot have 2 times the same titles, and this one is just redoing. So I'm just going to keep the same title, 37. I keep it just this way. Let me make some space. How about I don't know, a little formatting. Let's put it maybe in brown. Let's put it in italic, and we make sure we bold it. Okay, what you do is that this is the name of your sheet. And here you can insert the data source name. Okay, your sheet is working with which data set. So you can add here the data source name. And then by insert you go. And then if you want, you can also, let me put some space, it's better. Here you can also insert the data update time. So it's going to tell you, okay, last time you updated your data source, your data in your data source, that was, you know, about this time. Okay, and as you can see, let me, I don't need it, but it's good to know. You can insert the, you know, the workbook name. Okay, you can insert the page count, the page name, and even the page number if you need that for your dashboard. Okay, you can even insert the default caption, default title, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is very good to know. We just add date here, and we add something. We're gonna get here, as you can see here, we have detail. So this is detail, or you can put you know, the tooltip is going to give you whatever ABC, because now I have no information, but I'm going to leave it by text so that I have like almost nothing. But you know, this is how it works. And now that we have put that, we have the information here. Okay, it's going to tell you, okay, it happened today, you have changed something on your data source. Let me go ahead and format it so you can see the difference always between the title and the view. We're going to get that like this. It's okay. I'm going to keep it this way. Okay, this is good to know. This is how it works. This is what I did here. And here I didn't add the shading, but you can go ahead and add your shading. Let me save. And this is the new date. And it's telling you exactly at what time you're doing stuff. Yes, while you guys are sleeping, this is what I do, because I can't sleep at the moment. But I pray the Lord to recuperate a good rhythm. But right now, this is what's up. Okay, we are good for this one. That's a good to know, huh? Okay, now let's jump to the last sheet of today, which is going to be the map. Let me always go ahead and save. Huh? Okay, this is the map we are going to reproduce together. Huh? As you can see, it's country, health, impact, temperature in degrees, not in Fahrenheit. And I have added here all the legends, the country, the population too, and the color legend of the country, and the parameter we have created last time. I added it too here, and here it's another type of symbol map. If we go by show me, you can see that it's a symbol map, but this time it's with circle. It's not automatic. Normally, you have to go and choose. You remember the first map we did together. Let me go back to the sorting area and go back to our first map. That was also a symbol one, but you know, no circles inside. Okay, as you can see here too. Okay, now let's go back to the one we want to do. Huh? That's a good one too, huh? You see. And of course is, you know, interactivity, dynamicity. Okay, now let's go back to the one we are working with, a certain area, or else you're gonna be, you know, doing the left and right arrow, you know, forever. Okay, so we are going to do this one together right now. Let's go ahead. As you can see here, I have added the annotation about the max ACI country. Okay, now let's jump to our sheet, which is here, the 38. Let's start. And remember that when you go by map here and the background layers, this is where you can get all your options. And, you know, you can also, you know, repeat the background, and this is what I did. And here also you can choose whatever you want. I kept the temperature diverging, and of course I can make it bigger. And I did choose the outdoors. You know, you can really do whatever you want. Here I have added the population. You can add whatever you want. Okay, just for those who don't know, you can always go by map, tap map, and do the changes that you want. Okay, and here what we want to do is we want to add the ACI here too in the mark shelf, and here we're going to get that you know, size. As you can see, we already have the little circles appearing because I wanted, you know, the size. So here, normally we have to choose circle. So to make sure that we want some circles. And here by size, you can make them bigger. You see, this is what I did. But this time I'm not going to make them as big as they are. I'm going to just keep them this big for this one. And here we want to add again the country. In the column shelf, we're going to add them in text so we can have the labels of the country. So you can see the country bigger, the ones we are talking about. Here, as you can see, we have, it's a symbol map. All right, so here, something I wanted to talk about is on this map, we have actions. We have an action here which I did perform for the dashboard. The action is shown here. We don't have to show it there, but let me show you something. If we go here by the worksheet and we go by the actions, you're going to see that the actions are performed. Two actions are performed in this workbook, but on this sheet right here, nothing is happening. Okay, on this sheet we just did right here, nothing is happening. It's in this workbook. I did it by the dashboard. This is what I meant by that. In the one I have here, the action is shown, and it's not going to be shown here. But here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add our select metric parameter. So I just show parameter, and it's right here. It's really down here. So when you change, you want to see the ACI, it's going to happen. If you want to see the temperature, it's going to happen. But in order to get that happen, let me just first format the title so that we can see the difference again. So okay, so we have a little, you know, difference. I don't want to do no shadings, but here, in order to get our parameter working here, we have to add something. Here we can insert the you see, the parameters so that we can see something happening. This is what we're going to do in the dashboard. So if I choose Aki are shown. If I choose temperature are shown. You see, this is what I meant by that. So here I didn't, let me see. You see, I could do that here too. Okay, so we are going to be able to choose between Aki and temperature in the dashboard. Okay, all I have to do now is to add on hours. We can also add an annotation. We can add an annotation. First of all, let me add the caption, because the caption gives you a little more information. You see, here we can read the caption too. Let me also add some formatting. For instance, here in the caption, map based on longitude and latitude, color shows details about the country. The marks are tabled by country. Map coloring shows 2018, by state. The view is filtered on country, which keeps 10 of 10 members, because I have one country for each continent. Okay, this is how I did it. And then we're going to use this map in the dashboard. Let's go back to our last final dashboard so you can see this is what's going to happen. And here, if I select, one country, it is going to be represented also on the two other sheets I have added here in the dashboard. Okay, this is why we placed the select metric here. If I choose the temperature here, everything is going to be, changing too. You can see why we did what we did. We are going to perform the dashboard, the final dashboard of this workbook together next week, if God's willing. Okay, this is how I did the map. The only thing I want to add for those who don't know is, if you want to move the map, you have to add, this cross here, so you can, you can move the map as you wish. Let's finish by the sorting area. This is all our work for the first workbook. Now, thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye-bye.